Happy Monday. We are continuing in James. Last week we sort of finished up James chapter 2. I want to go back there for one final pass at this. The discussion we were having was about faith and works and the contrast between Paul and James. Paul writing things like, we are made right with God, we are justified, we are born again, we are become children of God, we're adopted into the family of God on the basis of the work of Jesus alone. We're saved by grace through faith, not of ourselves, not as a result of works that we can boast. James, on the other hand, has this statement in James 2 that faith without works is dead. And so I just made this point. The equation is not faith plus works equals salvation, but faith equals salvation plus works. The works are important. And I want to push that at the risk of starting your Monday off on a very heavy note. I want to push that with the Matthew 25 passage, which is one of, I think, the more disruptive passages in the Bible. So this is Jesus speaking about judgment. He talks about all the nations coming together in front of him and that they're separated between the sheep and the goats. And then it says, then the king, so then Jesus will say, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you for the foundation of the world. For," and then he goes on, "I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you visited me. I was in prison and you came to me." The righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king will answer them, "Truly I say to you, as you did it for one of the least of these, you did it for me." And then we get the statements to those on the left, the other side. "Depart from me, you who are cursed, to eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, you did not feed me. I was thirsty, you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, you didn't welcome me in. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. I was sick and in prison, you didn't visit me." And they will say, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or naked or sick or whatever?" And I will say, and not minister to you. Then he will answer them saying, "Truly I say to you, as you did not do it for the least of these, you did not do it for me." And they will go away to eternal punishment. So let's just note, I stand by what Paul writes, that we are saved by grace, that we are forgiven. It is all about the justifying work of Christ on the cross, and that we want to cling to Jesus. I will stand by that. But let's not ignore the very challenging words of James in James chapter 2 and of Jesus in Matthew 25 that says, our faith ought to have legs, it ought to have action, it ought to lead to a life that looks like the life that Jesus has called us to. Have a good day.